Monday. Guys, so it's Monday on More Than Less, and it is Advice Week. What could this advice possibly be about this week? What is stressful and super difficult to deal with? Oh yeah, that's right. School! So, we all know that school sucks. Unless you like school. I mean, props if you like school, because that's your thing. But anyways, so we all know we have that one teacher who absolutely hates you, and you hate them too. So it's a mutual hate relationship. Well, I'm going to give you advice on how to deal with that teacher, because I know what it's like. Tip number 1, figure out why this teacher doesn't like you in the first place. Maybe it's your attitude. Maybe it's because you're late for their class. Maybe because you don't put a lot of effort into the work. Or maybe because they just know your siblings and your siblings weren't good, so they have a grudge against you. Number 2, really do all the work in their class. If you pay attention and you actually do the work in their class, they might be like, maybe I do like this student. You know when you have a teacher who doesn't like you and you don't do the project, and then they hound you and they hound you and they hound you about it? Yeah. They will eventually call your parents, and then you're going to have a problem, because then you have to deal with your parents and the teacher. It's a big mess. Just do the projects and you won't have to deal with that teacher calling home. If you can't deal with that teacher, go to the office or to your student's guidance counselor if you have one, and ask them to switch classes. They will more than likely be like, okay, if you're having problems with this teacher, we can switch your class, which is a whole lot easier than coming home and nagging to your parents about how you hate your teacher. Now, if you hate your teacher, figure out why you hate your teacher first off. Is it the way they teach? Is it because they talk too much? Is it because they give out too much homework? If so, talk to your teacher and tell them that. Just flat out. If they speak so monotone that you cannot focus because you are bored out of your mind, tell your teacher, you're not interesting enough for me. And I daydream and I don't pay attention. You know when you have that argument with a teacher and they think they're so right and you're like, no, you're not right. You are wrong. And then they check and then they realize that you're right and they are wrong. It goes exactly like this. So the volume of a cube with the length 2 times 2 times 2 is 38. Oh, actually, the answer is 8. Oh, it's definitely 32. Want me to show you the math on my calculator? Because I will prove it to you that it is 8. Definitely not 8. Watch, I'll do it right now. And then they take out their calculator and they start doing it, and then they get it and they look at you and they're like, oh, my bad. It's 8. And then they just hate on you even more because they know that you are right and they don't like being wrong. Never, ever let your teacher give you wrong answers, and never let them think they are perfect, because no one is perfect. This is honestly all I have, because teachers hate you and you hate teachers. It happens. You have to deal with it, and if you don't like them, that sucks, because you're going to have to deal with them if you can't switch out of their class. I can't tell you what to do, because if you're not going to sit there and put in the effort to make them like you or to make it easier for you, then you're going to completely fail the class, and you're going to be like, oh man, I wish I tried with this teacher, because, or you're going to sit there and blame the teacher for it, like, oh, it's the teacher's fault because they didn't teach right, or they didn't interest me enough. Then tell them that they're not teaching right, or tell them that they're not interesting you, because if they don't know, they're going to keep doing it, and then you're going to complain. Sorry, but that is just the flat out truth. Got it? Yeah. Fish. Oh, it's like a heart. So that's all for this Monday. better subscribe, and you better like, and you better watch all those other videos, because we all know that you want to, because you're tempted by this eye. Just kidding. Just watch other videos, guys. Like, come on. What's the harm? You're gonna get more information. And be out on the look for Brooke's video tomorrow. And who knows what she's gonna talk about. And then the week will continue, and life will go on, and teachers will hate you, and you will hate teachers. My name is Cow. I am a grumpy cow. I have... Guys. Bye. See you next Monday.